in to Auriga Stars, a fate-accelerated actual play. We are here with my lovely crew to continue and actually get to Sundown today, which is why today is Sundown Part 1.5. Uh, so let's go ahead and do some introductions. Hello, I am Ultimirage, pronouns they, them. I am the god and GM here. I play everybody that they do not. Torin.
Had to unmute. Hello, everyone. I am Torin, or Torin Talks Creativity. My pronouns are she, they. I am playing Makoto Shauna, whose pronouns are she, her. And honestly, she's actually doing pretty good. And we're going to get to do some weird magic stuff of Makoto's imagination. It's going to be great.
Hell yeah. All right, Kate.
Hello, I'm Kate. I use any and all pronouns. You can find me at KateOrangeSky11 on the internet in general. And I am playing Cersei, who uses they, them pronouns. And they're okay. They're like not doing good, but they're just not thinking that as long as they don't think about it, they're okay.
That's the spirit.
No thinky.
All right. Humaloo.
Hi, it is me, Amar Hamalu on the internet, and I'm playing Nico, who is the constellation of the Seer, which they really embraced and actually got to do some visions last time, and it was kind of wonderful. Also, discovered that Campa is my grunkle.
Yeah. Jill.
Hi, I'm still laughing at Grunkle. I am Jill, also known as Ghosty JK. I use she, they pronouns, and I'll be playing Rasai, whose aspect is the dragon, uses she, her pronouns. And I don't even know what she's feeling right now. I don't think she knows what she's feeling right now.
That is so fair. And I'm looking at the wrong chat. Give me 2 seconds. We are sadly, alas, missing. I remember our players. Hold on.
Also, because Giselle is gone, Makoto's sad. I'm sorry. I'm going to change it from I'm doing okay. Oh, my girlfriend won't talk to me. Why is she so quiet?
Yeah, so Julia is alas sick today, so our kitty will be on autopilot. We'll just say that she got into some catnip. We'll be a little out of it today. So, as a recap for last session, you guys had a talk and then decided to do some training, got into your second level forms. Ooh, how exciting. And then, after your guide, Campa, yep, okay, cool. Sorry, I wanted to make sure we were on the right screen. We're good. I'm a mess today.
You're a hot mess today.
I know. I didn't even flip the side that has hair. After your guide Campa told you guys that your next location to fight the Fell, these monsters born of the blood of a dead god. Medley, you can't get mad at me. You sat here. Sorry. My cat, bless her heart. You guys decided that you're going to commune with your constellations. And you did, and had some heart-to-hearts, and therapy. Well, I hope it turned out decent. We'll see. One of you got whisked away by the seer for a day and got to look into. I remember my locations, guys.
Guys.
Again, today is I didn't eat lunch. That's what it is. All right. Thank you for your patience.
Love
Guys,
having that
the other
realization.
side of the world, which they saw was completely frozen over. It was an icy wasteland still tainted with the blood of the dead goddess and overrun with fel. Not just that, but it seems like the only civilization left is a stronghold that is controlling some of the fel. And that came with a very sinister feeling as Rasai looked over. Not Rasai, Nico. I am a mess. Love you all. Anyways. And so, you also spied on our dear friend. I have things written down. Bria.
Bria.
Bria. You spied on Bria, who looks like she is being trained by one of the other generals. One infested with the fel, similar to Bria. And she is being trained in the most miserable conditions out in Geist. But C2B is still with her. Tucked into her little hood, all warm and cozy and safe. That's what really matters. And I believe we left off with a couple folks being like, have some ideas.
I gave her a warm hug and she noticed it.
Yeah, she was just like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Hello?
Hello?
God?
Hey there, God.
What's up? What up, demons? It's me. Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy. So, is there anything else you guys wanted to do that evening on the day that Nico, not Rasai, Nico had been borrowed by the seer, and you left them to be babysat by by Soul.
We're besties now.
And we're taken to train. Anything in particular you wanted to do?
For training stuff with basically permission from the Ram of, hey, you can do cool magic. And Mako's like, interesting. How does this work? And so she's basically, her training is just like mental, like, you know, can I blow that up? What if I do this? And essentially what she's doing is, instead of telegraphing things like what she's done before where she slams down her staff on the ground, she's also destroying the inner sanctum again. Sorry.
Campa is just not looking. He has his back to you all, and he's just like,
yeah, every once in a while you just hear and just trying to like move things, and essentially kind of doing it with like much smaller physical steps to see if she can kind of mind power this a little bit more. And
beautiful.
I'll even say trying to heal at the same time. So like trying to put together the tiles after she does that. Just to kind of, you know, stretch the mind muscles.
Oh, so proud.
Oh, thank you.
I would say give me a roll for this. Forceful would still work if you're trying to just be.
Yep.
Because
definitely.
the way the Ram's magic works is he wants it to be, and therefore it will be.
Yep. And that's pretty much how Makoto thinks.
Perfect.
Which is why anytime someone's like, yeah, you can do that, she's like, okay, and immediately does it. With no like thoughts of, I love her. Yep. Okay. Forceful, you said? Sorry, I have to get my character sheet.
How dare you, after everything that I've done, how dare you take time to roll?
I know. Oh, I'm so horrible. 4.
4. Absolutely. Once you start getting a hang of like, oh, this is actually just as easy as punching something, but punching something with the thought of, I want something else to happen.
Mhm.
It's that easy. You get the hang
Yes.
of it super quick.
And I think she's even trying to make it like an intimidation type of factor a little bit too.
Hell
Like,
yeah.
I don't need to touch you. Boom, 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 boom. Yay!
Yes.
We're seeing a very strange era for Makoto right now.
Crazy.
You can punch with your mind.
I like that she's in a I'm a bad bitch, you can't kill me.
Well, and
Mind
it's
punch.
also like 'cause she tries like she's very conscious of how tall she is, and so like she tries not to overshadow people. But if we can use that height, yeah, so, a weird little like,
Yeah.
a weird little prideful thing is like, oh, like, hi, let me just open up here. So yeah, thank you for that.
Mhm, mhm, mhm. Does anybody else want to train anything specific or say or do anything specific?
I was gonna say that Risai is going to be training more since the dragon was like, yeah, just fucking do it. So
Let it
um,
out.
Have you tried just being good?
Skill
A very
issue?
dragon approach. Yeah,
the
skill
dragon
issue.
literally looked at Risai was like skill issue. And honestly, they were kind of right. The dragon, remind me, had suggested doing it like somewhere else other than the whatever the place that we normally train is called. I can't remember the
The
name
temple.
of it. The temple, right? Or was it just like do it on your own with other people not around?
He did say by yourself in the temple because the
Okay,
temple is a like safe enclosed space away from other people,
got it.
but that doesn't mean you have to stick to what he said.
Fair point. I do think since Makoto is training specifically working with magic in the temple, that I think the Versailles would also be there, maybe giving like little like hints, like, hey, if you feel like you need to have some kind of like momentum leading up to it, you could do a little movement. I do these like fruity ass hand movements before my spells and stuff, and it helps me mentally. So you can do that.
She absolutely translates that into like stomps. So it's just like little like heel clicks, you know, like and just underneath the ground will like shatter a little bit. So yeah, that's what she's doing.
Okay,
But she's taking this
Makoto
instruction.
doing
Yes,
like the Irish dancing though, the like,
pretty much.
little tip taps. Yes.
Yeah, and
Sorry.
she's as just a visual reminder
Just
for everybody's hilarious benefit here. She has thigh highs and booty shorts now on level 2. Just throwing that out there.
Hell
Thick
yeah.
guys save lives, just saying.
Yep.
Thank you for
100%.
damn
Let's
right.
go. You're welcome.
Mm-hmm.
But in terms of Rasai like training herself, I think she's trying to get past that like mental block that she had where like initially it was like you there was like a barrier like hey you can't do this but it's been since taken away and she just believes that it's still there. So she's doing a lot of mental training in the same way that Makoto is, but also very differently.
For sure, for sure. Would you like to give me a roll for that?
Oh boy, I definitely can. I don't know what approach I'm going to use. I think I'm going to try clever.
Hell yeah, let's go.
I get a +2 to clever. Why not? That's a 3.
Yeah. It takes some effort, but as you're working with Makoto and also seeing her progress and actually like make some changes and do actual magic, you also start to feel like you can break through that barrier that isn't really there anymore, but you can feel yourself getting past that. It's just barely there, but you can feel it.
It's further than I was before. I guess I'll take it.
God, your cat.
I think Cersei is going to so that one day where they just straight up didn't sleep and they were just in the. I like to imagine that they were either like in the garden or like in the gardener's like office, just like dissociated and like just making, because that's just like what they do. They just need their hands to be busy. And so they have brought in a little friend that they made. His name is Corzin, and he's basically a little Korok looking fucker.
Yes.
But it's cool because it's metal, and I think Cersei has taken what they've learned from Makoto Shana of like propagation and which plants have strong roots and like which are good kind of like regenerative abilities. And you see this weird little creature that's made up of these like metal roots, but also quite real roots. And it has, of course, the little telltale like leaf over its face. It looks like a little like a 4-leaf clover actually over its face. But it's much smaller. It's like probably the size of a mouse. And I think that they've brought, and they haven't enchanted them yet, but I think that they're going to like sit and like perhaps in one of the where some place that the tile has come up. Oh no, actually, no, I think what they do is I think that they would go over to one of the waterfalls coming off of the goddess's hands and like submerge him in the waterfall and like try to enchant him, try to make him actually magical the way C2B is.
Absolutely. And I'm not going to make you roll for this. But after you submerge it into the waterfall, ow, Medley, why would you do that? Sorry.
It's the getting up and then immediately back down.
There she goes. As you submerge it in the waterfall, you can feel that cool, refreshing feeling of the celestial sea with that water. It's very nice. And the little guy in your hands finally starts to sort of perk up, and you see on its little leaf face one eye blinks open, another eye blinks open. They blink asynchronously, and then it kind of shakes off some water and looks up at you and squeaks.
Hello, Corzin. You're gonna help me protect my friends, okay?
Makoto's gonna put her time not squishing him and being like,
He could take some squishies.
Amazing.
I think they'll just like practice with him. I think he's got similar abilities to Cersei, where he can like go underground, but he's a lot more discreet. He is a lot smaller, so he can slip into places that Cersei can't. And I do think that Cersei quite missed the flying aspect of C2B, and so he's got a little leaf fly like helicopter that he can like take places.
Hell yeah. Oh, the
Yes,
little
good.
leaf helicopter.
Perfect.
I'm gonna cry.
I'm in love with Corson.
Yeah.
Literally.
Oh, it was.
We've
even
only just met
Maybe.
Cousin, and yet if anything happens to him,
Yeah.
I'll let everyone know myself.
Yes.
and also Makoto's gonna make him fluff stuff, like a little fluff jacket. He's getting so much shit. Just letting you know. It's so cute.
Oh my gosh. Babies.
God. I'm just picturing him like a little, like, not literally, but unfortunately, if you've ever watched Gurren Lagann, love that show. It's not good, but I love it. Buta, I think later in his eyes, he gets like little pointed sunglasses, and I'm just imagining like this guy also getting like decked out with little bits of, I don't know. It's just, don't listen to me. I'm
Very
just,
cute now.
anyways,
I
beautiful.
love it.
And Giselle, we'll say, has been practicing her zoomies, so has not had the time to slow down and interact with anybody else. Has just been doing loops around the entire temple.
Makoto, maybe you shouldn't have grown that catnip. Like
I
in the
mean,
dorm.
I was trying to be helpful. She likes it.
I mean, obviously she does.
Her eyes are just
Like,
actually her eyes.
I think Makoto's like, we're never gonna go on that second date now.
She's doing that thing where like she's like rubbing her chin on the floor.
I love it.
Uh-huh. The one time she slows down is to just like
Yep, just a flop a little bit.
and then as soon as something moves, she's and then off again. You can tell we're cat owners.
That's what Boone
Anyways.
was doing 5 minutes before we went live.
All right. So, eventually, after a day full of training, I believe Kampa had left to scope things out while you trained. But eventually, Nico, you wake back up in your body. You still have Soul staring straight at you, sitting across from you. It does not look like she's moved at all.
Hi.
You're back.
Yes. Oh, was
Welcome
I
back.
gone long? Oh, yep.
Yes, you were gone about 17 and a half hours.
Oh. Is everyone else okay?
They've been very noisy outside, but I wasn't distracted.
Have you been there watching me that whole time?
I was keeping you safe.
Thank you.
Do you want to hang out?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Cool. Kampa's not back yet, so I think it should be fine.
Okay. What would you like to do?
I don't know. I've been thinking about it this entire time, and I didn't get that far.
Oh. Probably best we don't leave this area, huh? Seems upset when you go.
Yeah. At this point, you feel your stomach growl.
Oh. I feel like I need some food.
I have some chips that that I took from your...
Oh. That'll do.
Okay. And she, like, scrambles to get up and kind of, like, stumbles on her way, catches herself on a piece of furniture, and then keeps heading over towards her little stash. She also pulls out some leftover baked goods from the local Starbucks.
Uh-huh.
And
I don't
just-
question, the legality of the way in which she got them.
She's just
Yeah.
like, for real.
She's a perfect princess, and I will never fault her for anything she does.
Damn right.
Awesome. We could. Oh, I don't think my hobbies mesh very well with a lot of other people's. So,
What are your hobbies?
chess, reading, stargazing.
Stargazing sounds fun. I don't get to do that much.
Do you think he would be terribly upset if I took you flying?
Yeah, I think he would.
Do you want to do it anyway?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
It's all right. I have like a super shiny second stage form now, so I feel like yeah.
Let's see it.
Okay.
Okay.
And I'll just focus and I'll transform for her. And I sort of like, I think just naturally when in the second form, I don't think Nico stands with it because the wings are too big. So it just naturally will float up off the ground as all of the wings just kind of unfurl, with a sort of like eye patterning to the feathers on all 6 of them. And then the hood has formed and the masket comes down as a beak in front of me with the eye glowing at the front. And the, much more tight and revealing bodysuit that my form seems to insist on giving me, despite the fact that in my own person form, I'm like covered in layers and hiding myself. What do you think?
Wow. And she's going to stand back up and circle around you, look at your wings, look at your little mask. And then she's going to take a step back and stretch her arms out. And as she does, fell wings mimicking yours are going to sprout from her.
Hell yeah.
And she's going to stretch them out and just be like, I haven't done anything today, so I think I should be good.
Well, if you want, you can always like hold on to my shoulders, almost like a piggyback ride in a way, and I can take the brunt of the.
A what?
Have you never had a piggyback ride? Maybe they don't call it that up here. That might just be a desert thing. You know, like you can kind of like hold onto my back, like a backpack.
Oh, like those things that everybody carries around here
Yeah.
on their back.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't want to be a thing.
Okay. Well, it's piggyback rides are more.
I don't want to be a pig.
Oh, I don't think. I wonder why it's called that. Anyway, it's just if you want, I would still like you to be able to get a chance to fly without worrying about it tiring you out too much.
If I get tired, I'll just
Latch on. Spider monkey. Spider monkeys are very cute. Have you seen them before?
Are they both a spider and a monkey?
Maybe. Quite a badass
Okay.
combination, honestly.
Well, lead the way. I want to go before Campa gets back.
We kind of match, and I'll point to my vitiligo that is like glowing with that fell green.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
She's like, yeah.
It's a vibe.
Nico
looks proud of being able to say the word like in its correct context. Let's go.
And she's just like, vibe.
Vibe.
We're a vibe.
We are a vibe.
We're such a vibe.
Yes. Come on, and I'll reach out and offer to take her hand, which is pretty significant because Nico's not normally very touchy with everybody.
And she'll kind of giddy, but trying to suppress it and like follow along.
Uh-huh. And I don't think I'll go like too terribly far, but maybe just up to one of the floating islands so that we can look at the stars and just kind of get a little bit of fresh air.
Yeah. Now, at this point, it is like middle of the night. I didn't actually do the math. Let's see, it was 12 hours. So that's, yeah, it's like midnight. So not many people are out and about.
Okay.
But there are, of course, some security folks and maybe a few stoners here and there. But are you trying to be stealthy?
Yes, I think I would like to go stealthy, and if I can, maybe even extend some of my magic to make both of us stealthy. And I can, because I'm a wallflower, once per session I can succeed at being stealthy and unseen. Just because I fucking choose to.
Hell yeah. And this is a perfect time to utilize that. And so, unseen, blending in with the shadows, you slip out and dart into the sky, head to one of the islands, and flutter up there. And she's a little clumsy with her wings at first, but she gets the hang of it pretty quickly. And once you guys get to one of those floating islands, she just stares up at the sky, dead silent, and just stands like that for a long while.
Yeah. Do you know much about the stars?
think so. I've learned a lot from the books that Campa's read to me.
It was always a special interest of mine. And now I feel tied to it all. It's odd to accept that you have significance in something big, I suppose.
Is it?
I never used to like it. My family, they always felt that there was an awful lot of pressure to be perfect and significant, and I always felt anxious about it all, worried that they were wrong somehow. I think I'm finding it a little easier now.
I don't think you should be anxious about anything. I think you're really talented and cool.
Thank you. I don't think I've ever been called cool before.
I'm sorry if that's not the
No,
right term.
no, I think I understand what you're saying. It's just yeah. I think you're cool too.
That's a vibe.
It is a vibe.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. And I think just for a little bit of time, I'm gonna use a little bit of magic to create lines in the sky that seem to be tracing, they're connecting the dots between various things in the stars.
Mm-hmm.
And say this was my favorite one, and this was the first one I learned how to identify, and just kind of talk them through, because reading from a book, and Nico understands that a lot of the stuff that they've learned from a book, being able to learn it in actuality is something very different. So they'll just spend a little bit of time like that before they have to go back.
She seems much more interested in actually interacting with and seeing it.
Mm-hmm.
So she's enjoying this quite a bit, and also just enjoying being outside.
Yeah.
And at one point, closer towards the end of your viewing, she points towards the horizon a little ways to the west of the mountains. And you can see that there's a pretty empty space in that sky. There's very few stars, none that are really bright enough to have constellations. And she says, Kempa says that's where his spot is. And he'll be back there soon. And I will have space in the stars too. So I would really be happy to take you up there since you like the stars so much.
Oh. So that's so kind. Thank you. Here, and I'm going to reach out and use the same magic, and instead of drawing lines between stars, I'm just going to copy out what I saw as his constellation, so it looks like it's sitting there in the sky.
She just kind of sits back and watches it.
We'll get him back up there soon. Maybe we can figure out what we want yours to look like.
I didn't think about that.
Get a little craft project. I can help create it. We can put a little design on the... And they hesitate over saying the word tube because it feels very they're aware of the connotation of being in there, but at least giving her something pretty to look at and aspire to.
Yeah.
We'll design one.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll have a constellation, though. Camp always said that I was going to burn bright like a sun.
Is that why he called you Soul?
I think so. No.
That's really special. Well, we'll get you both back up there, and then I can come visit you, whether he likes it or not.
Yeah. Can I ask you something?
Of course, anything.
You said that your family always expected you to be perfect, and it made you feel bad.
Yeah.
What did that feel like?
It was difficult. It was like a weight was on my shoulders and on my chest, and it made it hard to breathe sometimes. And I know a lot of the times I don't think they realized what it was doing. To them, they saw high expectations and pushing me to great things, and that it was somehow good for my character to do it. But I think I just wanted to be a kid and have a childhood and have friends, and well, that wasn't meant to be.
What does that mean? What's the difference? Can't you be a kid and be great?
Sure, but a kid should be able to just find joy and have fun, learn in a way that's comfortable, and just, I don't know. Kids can still be great, but as long as they're given the room to find what that means for them and not fit in the mold that they're being pushed into. I'm realizing that one now. It's been nice to be here and just given the room to find joy without expectation and have fun with my friends. They're teaching me a lot.
You don't feel like Kampa has a lot of expectations for you?
I do, but he's not presented a mold and started to push me into it. He's letting me find what that is myself. I think I understand why some people would find his methods a little grating, but for me, he's given me the structure that I'm familiar with and comfortable with, but it's just helping me find how to get there. I think deep down, I think maybe there are some similarities between he and I and what our lives have been like before. They had expectations for him and what he should have been doing and how he should have done it. And when things went wrong, they blamed him for it. And that's not fair.
Yeah, it isn't.
I feel sorry for him. And I think I see a heartache in him that I'm familiar with. I think he maybe sees it too. Anyway, I'm glad we got to come up here because you deserve to be able to just find joy for joy's sake as well.
Yeah. You're right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks for talking to me.
Thank you for talking to me.
Sorry if I upset you.
You didn't.
She's gonna stand up and dust her little skirt off and hold her hand out.
I'm going to take her hand. Thank you for being my friend, Saul.
Thank you for also being my friend. It's nice.
It is. Come on, before he has a conniption.
And so you guys make your way back to the temple. Sorry for making you cry. That was not the intention. Sorry that hit a little too hard for all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Listen, chat about being gifted children hits fucking hard for the neurospices, okay?
Do though. Okay, I'll
But,
just cry about it later when I'm not on
Yeah.
camera.
yeah.
Anyways. So,
I'll make sure that she gets back and that she's safe and make sure that he's not there pacing and freaking out and then go back to everybody else.
Also, when you get back to your to the dorm, there's just like a little care package waiting for you. Just like, here's food.
Oh.
are you quite comfortable, ma'am?
yes.
Kempa is not back yet, luckily. So she is able to just piece the fuck out, and as soon as she goes back into her little tube, she just passes the fuck out. It was a big day for her, staying up and staring and watching for 17 hours straight.
I think I'm just gonna as I'm dropping her off, I'd like to create the constellation on the side of the tube, but then create like a nice warm glowing light beside it.
Oh. I'm so normal about this.
And then I'll go and like happily sit and eat my snacky snacks, feeling quite good about myself. Eat my feelings.
Yep. So, the following morning, when you all wake, Nico is finally back in bed, asleep. Maybe still has some crumbs from eating their emotions, but you know
Fell
how it
asleep,
be.
the packet's still there.
Just is there anything you guys want to do or discuss before heading out and making your way to the desert?
Makoto would like to chat with Cersei, but it can be on the bus. I'm assuming we're taking the bus. The Campa bus.
the
Campa bus.
Cat bus. Yeah. I guess he's more of a dragon. Sorry. Dragon Campa cat bus.
Yeah. He's all of the above.
Got it. But yeah, otherwise Makoto's doing the normal, like, here's different teas for everybody because she can't help herself. And like, have we seen Corzon yet?
Oh yeah, I think that you would have, yeah.
He has a nest.
He is a nest.
I've made him a nest.
I think Cersei is could be like, Corzon, look, it's for you.
Yeah.
Like
Way
setting
too many
down
cute
her
little
food.
things because she wants to like grab it. You know what I mean? The cuteness aggression. It's so cute.
Uh-huh.
Like, but she knows she'll probably break him. So it's just now filtering out as like, here's nest because you've all had nest now. And just like everything, like, tea for all of y'all.
Yeah. I'll hold my cup and like rub up my sleepy eyes.
Yeah, Rathai's like half asleep across the room from Corzon. It's just like, I would literally kill for that thing.
So, oh my. Wow.
I'm really glad that he's working. Is like I guess
Yeah, that's
second big thing.
damn good, Cersei.
Thank you. I hope you don't mind me saying this a little. I found a picture in one of Nico's books, and it just inspired me. There's just this little like fey creature, and inspired me to because Hamalu actually spurred this idea for the little Korok. So
Yeah.
in game is this little fey creature.
Oh,
And
that's
I
what
was just
yeah.
I was just
The fey creatures in the Oasis are pretty special. I like the
Yeah.
grumpy cat
Very
ones.
cute.
Yeah.
I would like to go there. I want to see these things.
I want to go to there.
I want to go there to see the cute thingies.
Maybe we can take a trip to the Radiant Oasis someday.
I'm expecting it.
Nico blushes.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I think Makoto kind of like just see it and be like, even I can pick up on this.
Yeah.
You know?
Cersei, is Corazon waterproof?
I would say yeah.
You baptized him to bring him to life.
No, I did. Yes.
That's true. I forgot.
That would be unfortunate.
I think even Makoto's thinking of like a little like, those little water like they're like little biomes basically, and they have like little lily pads and different plants and stuff.
Yeah.
I think Makoto's like
a little terrarium.
Yeah, like a little like fish
Oh.
bowl terrarium. Sorry, we're on a gift giving mode today. Like, I think it's like a little too hype. Yeah, like I think it's like turned up to 11 today. And just I'm gonna have to build something for him.
Yeah.
I think he would love that. He has more living parts than C2B does. So
yeah, I'm really impressed by the roots. Actually, this is really nice.
Thank you. Yeah, I thank you for all your help with learning about nature and plants and stuff. And
you could even graft like different plants on it. It might hurt a little bit, but because he makes noises. Plants don't usually do that.
He looks like a baby mandrake. I can't.
You just said eat. So, if he's cool with it, if you want to put other plants on it, I can teach you how to graft. And it might hurt a little bit.
The emotional damage of this thing.
I just leaves the room and like slams the door. I cannot be
precise power anyway. But yeah, like, I think I might snatch him a little bit. Like, oh, sorry.
I like to think of.
No, sorry.
Oh, sorry. I'm just very inspired. I just was working at a Ren Fair bonsai booth these past couple of weeks, and so they have those like aerated roots, and so that's like kind of how I picture him. Is like there's some roots that are a little bit more like, but some of them are like the kind of sort of hard. So he does have some like heft to him. So he
like
is definitely
ginseng. The ginseng, little ginseng ficus ones are really cute because they're like chonker roots,
Yeah, and like ficuses will like. So I definitely think I kind of want to say he's a ficus because they'll send down in a very humid environment. They send down aerial roots.
I am about to build an entire terrarium for this thing. Like it's gonna have like a water part and then like desert and like rock. Like okay, this is fine. Give Makoto.
We're heading out. Yeah. I want to go over and just like touch Cersei's hand a little. He's very cute, and I'm pleased that you managed to bring him to life because I understand it was a little difficult at first with CDB. So this is the card. You're just really talented.
Thank you.
And probably not right now because we have a place to be, and I'm feeling a little sleep deprived. But we need to. Nope. I have something I'd like to discuss with you.
Okay.
At some point. I was going to word it in a we need to talk, and I understand that if you're anything like me, that statement alone makes you feel a little sick. So I don't mean it like that. But
okay, I understand.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, whenever. Do you guys? I think Cersei's also going to say to the holder. Do you think that Campo would mind waiting for just a second if I check through C2B on Bria?
Oh, I can do that if you. Sorry, that's I. might have checked in on them during that. Apparently, it was 17 hours. Well, I guess we could. I guess everyone needs. Yeah. Yeah. We did a whole investigation, and we looked across the lands and saw where the deepest of the scars were, and I saw the town where people were trying to survive, and then deep in the belly of that there was just this intense, wrong, corrupt feeling and the sensation of roots going down, but it wasn't natural. It was like constructed and kind of terrifying, and I think that's maybe what they're doing to try and come through. And then I checked on Bria, and they were training in the snow with one of the others, and it just seemed so cold and taxing, I guess. So I wanted to experiment to see if my visions would allow me to connect through, because I had this spirit of the seer in me when I did it, and I tried to just kind of wrap some warmth around them. And I think it worked, because the fell that they were using, it glitched a little. And after what you and I discussed, what I promised, I think it would work.
Percy
So
just
I understand. Yeah.
hugs you really hard.
Oh.
And then sorry.
No, it's okay. Actually, as soon as you do it, there's like an initial, like, just because they're a bit sleepy, but their arms will kind of wrap around you.
I'll squeeze you really hard. Thank you so much.
I think we can do it. I think, yeah.
You both get picked up just slowly.
Yeah.
Like doing group hugs? Okay.
Okay, yeah.
It's one thing to not know where someone is, and another to know that they're someplace scary.
Well, if I can ever connect in that way again, I'm happy to do it.
Thank you.
I think at this point, Rasai enters the room and is like,
you get
guys,
grabbed. By the way,
like pinging my head with a picture of a cowboy hat, and I don't know what it means.
Okay. Yeah.
So you come out and you're saying this, you go, and I grab all of you.
Oh.
Okay. Also, I saw in the chat that you said Makoto repaired the tiles horribly. You know that one picture of Jesus that somebody tried to paint over to repair?
You're restoring it.
Yeah. And
I
it
haven't,
just turned
but
out
I will
like
Google
a
it.
monkey.
Oh no! She tried.
And you know what? It means a lot.
Okay. To literally everybody but Campa. Got it.
Yeah. Campa is. It's okay.
Now you've got double
It's
the
fine.
work. Oh man, that's great.
So, as y'all get on out and head down to the landing platform, you of course see Campo waiting there, yes, in the Sonic Idol animation, tapping his foot, occasionally looking at his wrist, which does not have a watch on it. But he does look up and gives that tense smile to all of you.
Oh man, are we late? What time is it? Looking at Campa to tell me what time it is.
No, it's fine.
It's my fault. It was a very long process, and I slept in a bit today, so.
I understand. I heard from Soul that you were with the Seer for quite a long time. I'm glad it went well. I would love to hear some details as we go.
Yeah, I wasn't the last one to wake up this time.
You're rubbing off on me.
I can do that more if you like.
And we're getting on the bus.
And Tampa turns and walks away and just jumps off the edge.
Cersei.
I love the awkwardness of like two like A spectrum characters like doing the kind of like making comments and be like joke and then be like this is really awkward. Huh?
Yeah, Makoto just pushes Cersei on the bus with her. Like, yeah, we're on the bus. Okay.
Yep.
Hold that back.
Tampa
Looks
shifts
good to me.
into his draconic form, which is bus-sized. And y'all are able to board the dragon bus.
Sorry. While we are traveling, I'm assuming this is going to take a bit.
Yes.
Makoto will chat with Cersei if Cersei is
Please
open
do.
for it.
Absolutely.
Is it really loud? Like, no, I'm kidding. I was going to be like, I was thinking. No, I won't do it. To you. But
No, there is a magic barrier that makes it's like you're inside of an airplane.
Just for my mental palace. Cersei, I was chatting with the Ram, and like I said before, I honestly didn't ask that many questions. I did some, but
Sure.
I was curious. Can I try something? I want to see if I can either tell if there's something in your mind blocking something or give you a mental image.
Yeah. Sure.
And like I think even her big legs and everything, she's gonna like turn sideways and like cross leg and just kind of stare at you. And I think she's gonna try to put mental images in your mind of when she was on the date with Giselle, because it was super happy for her.
Mhm.
And I think what she's trying to do is basically give you like a boost of serotonin and see if it changes your mood.
Oh.
I
Yeah.
see.
So like the moment where they were sharing food and they have like the toothpicks and they're just eating each other's food and just having a good time. So
I cast share serotonin.
yeah, pretty much. Just like, can I alter the way that you feel in some way to do that?
Yeah.
Via my feelings, not in a creepy way.
Yeah.
You know what I
No,
mean?
yeah, but yeah.
Mhm. Like share an experience that way. Yeah. So yes, I would try.
I-
I would like to do that.
I would say give me a roll for that.
Okay.
How do you think you're approaching that?
Oh, okay.
The big question.
Yeah, because the thing is, forceful, because it's Cersei, probably not. I'm thinking careful.
Sounds
Yeah, and I have an aspect I think I'm going to use if it doesn't do amazingly well. 2. I would like to go ahead and use an aspect just to see if I can. So I didn't change any by the just Alta for mechanical things. I just named the aspects. I didn't change anything about them. So she's going to use words unspoken, which means if you spent time with her, because her love languages are giving gifts and then spending time. So if you spent a lot of time with her, she wants to help you basically. Like, will do anything to help you. Yeah.
That tracks.
So I would like to add a +2 to that, please. Making it 4. Yeah.
That was me taking your fate point. Sorry.
You're welcome. And boop. But yes.
All right.
We'll try to do that.
So that'll bring it to a 4 if you're just adding 2.
Yes.
Beautiful. Sorry. As soon as we hit break, I'm downing a rice-a-roni cup.
Same. I'm starving. Anyway.
So hungry.
Not a rice roni, but you know.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Hit
but yes,
so
we all yawn.
All of us just like. All right. So
I am
Cersei,
putting that in her mind. Yeah.
you
Sorry, they're mine. I apologize. They're mine.
You feel this since you've allowed her to do this. You feel these images just flash into your head, and also the warmth, the happiness that came with them, and you feel like this does help boost your emotions. Obviously, it's not going to be like, oh, I'm suddenly happy now. but it
Right.
does make you feel like a little warm and fuzzy inside.
That's very sweet.
Yeah, it was fun. But I
could feel that.
yeah. And I don't want to go too far with it because it might be a little strange, but I'm curious if we could just take the edge off, you know? Or if there's some magical thing about Bria's brain, can we, combat it and make it easier?
Maybe.
Maybe.
I mean, have a lot of good memories.
Yeah. Because the thing, my only memory of her was me about to smash her face in, so that probably won't be helpful. But even things like when we helped the giant fish and
Yeah.
Whatever memories y'all two have might help.
I think that will help. Could I try it with you?
Sure.
Okay. Trying to choose memory. Okay, so Cersei is going to try to project the image of that first night when Bria came back, and Bria pulled out the bag of stuff that she had collected, and started pulling them out and describing like where they were from and what they did. Like, this made me think of you, and this made me think of you, and the snacks that are all expired, and the and the way that it made Cersei feel so loved and so seen. Try to project that into your mind.
Absolutely. Go ahead and give me a roll for that as well, please.
Okay. And I might have an aspect for this if I need to. Oh wait, I didn't have my character sheet. Oop. Okay. I think this is also going to be a Wait, no. I would say a clever, just because Cersei's trying to repeat something that they've just had done. So I'm going to do clever. Oh, I can't see it. It's a 3.
Ooh.
Yeah. I think I'll leave it there.
Then, again, since Makoto has agreed, you easily feel this warmth, this feeling of being loved, and all the heartache just kind of melt away in that instant. And similar to you, when you did that, similar to just a moment ago, but reverse, get the warm and fuzzies.
Admittedly, I feel slightly better about Bria right now. And I'm trying to view her in a happy light. But yeah, might work.
That's good. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I also, if you don't mind, I had something I wanted to talk with you about too.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So when I was talking to the Mandrake about bringing Yeshet back, I think Cersei gets like a little quiet. I don't know if Campa can still hear. You could definitely decide that, but Cersei will get a little quiet.
You definitely see his ears just like lower a little bit. He's pretending he doesn't hear, but you get the idea he definitely can.
I think Makoto, like, if she sees that, just screech. She has a weird habit of giving him scritches when we're writing.
Which, speaking of scritches, I imagine that just been curled up asleep in Makoto's lap this entire time.
Okay.
Like, still crashing from the catnip high yesterday.
Yeah. Also, and Makoto's just like, man, she's feeling loving today.
Scritch,
She's just
scritch,
scritching.
scritch,
Just scritching.
Yep.
And of course, Corzon's here. Screech.
Oh man, now Cersei is rethinking this, but maybe it'll be.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
He's just driving the bus. It'll be fine.
He's just driving the bus. Definitely not listening. Definitely can't hear me. Definitely picked a good
He's
spot to
getting
have this conversation.
scratches.
When you because you've touched Yeshet's blood,
Yes.
and I know it hurt and you passed out, and that was really, really scary.
It did not feel good. No.
If you, I've been thinking a lot about the idea of bringing her back and what she might be if which I'm sure that a lot of people have already thought a lot about. Just in case Kappa is listening.
Scritches faster.
Just in the air.
If you think back to that, if you can, and I understand if you can't or maybe shouldn't,
No, it's okay.
do you think that, did you get any indication, any hint that kind of pain, knowing what we know now with the powers that we have now and the knowledge we have now, that is something that maybe we can heal?
Well, at the time, I did not react well, and y'all were trying to heal, and I honestly was trying to just protect and not be angry. Give me a minute.
Yeah.
So, Ulta, at least for Makoto, I would think probably it's like just too much of an imbalance of power. But with the last few days and everything, what do I think? I mean, like what, because basically all I remember is from it was pain and grief and just me being, or Makoto being overwhelmed. Yeah,
It's the eldritch knowledge equivalent of pain and misery.
Yeah.
So take from that what you will, but you know that immortal beings, gods, whatever, are on a different level than mortals.
Yeah.
So what is incomprehensible to you might be healable to them.
Got it.
It's hard to say. To you, that felt completely unbearable.
Yeah.
Like absolutely nothing could get through that.
Mm-hmm.
But you are mortal.
Yeah. Cersei, I think she just kind of, blinks and says the pain and misery part, but honestly, I'm not really trained in that way, working on it. But overall, when I was talking to the Ram, I think I'm questioning what immortality actually is for these beings, people, creatures, whatever they are. And he mentioned that it was betrayal that did it. And my guess would be an overwhelming force of either number or size can change even levels on immortality scale. So if there's enough of us, if we're powerful enough, I don't know, maybe.
So maybe it would involve, it's hard to heal something when you don't know why it happened or what
Definitely.
happened even.
I would think that would be part of it. I mean, we've talked before that, no feelings are bad feelings. They're just trying to tell you something.
Maybe I'm all for laying her to rest. But if we could heal her, I think we'd have to know why she was hurt in the first place and who hurt her. And I would say get them to apologize, but that was some. I
Also-
don't know that that's possible.
A long time ago. But even if it's, I don't know, if you can take the edge off a little bit to get someone to be more level-headed, to make decisions, at least, find out what they want.
It
Versus,
won't heal in an instant.
yeah, they won't react instead.
Yeah. Okay.
The Ram also did say we need to stay together very closely, so that's hard. Hey, everybody, stay close together. She says, no context for Nico and Rasai.
Sure, been napping a little.
Yeah.
Imagine
Besides
Giselle
making sure
just
that
kind
they
of
don't
like,
fall off. Yeah.
yeah, okay.
Wait.
Here, what? Where? Why? What?
It's
Huh?
okay. Just
Something wrong?
no, it's okay.
Okay.
What I was just saying, stick together.
Stick together. No, I'm just kidding.
He goes in one of those like, what century is it? Sleeps and like
Yeah.
wakes up like danger.
Wakes up with you gotta stick together. What?
There's also some like turbulence at the same time.
Oh,
So it's just like
This little baby has a lot of anxiety in it. No, she can't do that.
And then Makoto just looks back at you like nothing happened. So that's what the Ram said.
That's what the Ram said.
Ding, 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 ding. Okay, I'm sorry.
You're welcome.
Okay. But yeah. I don't know.
Mendrick said not to bring her backs.
But at least what it sounds like from our brief downloads, they all constellations all have different ideas about what it is and how to do it. And I think she kind of says a little quiet so Rasai doesn't hear her. I think we need to push the boundaries a little bit, see what we can do, get creative.
They also have different opinions on things, so I'm starting to get the impression that Constellation's like all powerful. Sure, demigods, yes. Maybe not always right about everything.
Yeah. Well, I think we know that with Campa, but
Oh, I was
will
meaning
just
about
hide in
Campa,
that.
but sure.
yeah.
we'll just hear a hey in your head.
Yeah.
And then Scritch more.
Nico's like, I was defending you.
I wasn't. And the thing is, like, Makoto,
She's still on the hate Campa train. I'm so happy.
Yeah.
and the thing is, like, it's not like she dislikes Campa, but she definitely picks on him a little bit, like, just little
For
prods.
sure.
Yeah.
I might in the downtime, especially if it seems like they're talking and he's earing in, I'm gonna try and like connect just to him and start. If it's possible with our mental connection, I know we can speak to each other's head. Can I just try and like think about what I saw so that he can see it? Because he might pick up more than what I could.
Absolutely.
So I'll just sort of like run it through like a little brain movie. So I'll lean back a little bit and be like, okay, I can just
All right, time to just
download. yeah. I'm uploading some visions to you. Yeah.
oh good, an in-flight movie.
Yeah. Keeps him distracted.
Hold on, you're driving. You shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Oh no. But yeah, Makoto's gonna just kind of look at Cersei a little conspiratorial, which is not usual for her. But just
I think Cersei will definitely like return the energy. They're very used to being conspiratorial, so they're like, yes,
the gremlin has awoken in Makoto. This is bad.
good. So bad it's good. Yay!
But
You're at your
Makoto
best when you're
just-
playing Gremlin, though.
and we'll continue to just give the scritches and the we will be comfortable. Dang it, you will be loved. Yeah,
Lovely. Yeah, Giselle is not waking up during this entire flight. She's so cozy. No way is she moving.
Mhm.
So, as you guys fly, Campa brings you guys incredibly high. You touch the clouds, you go through them. You don't have any trouble breathing or with the wind. You feel perfectly safe. And you even get rather close to the celestial sea. A few points you feel like you could even reach up and drag a finger along and touch it. There's some fish that race along with you, trying to chase after. A few kind of jump out. The gravity is weird. Don't worry about it. But eventually you guys pass over the actual ocean in the earth, not in the sky. Yes, this is a weird setting for those who are new. Sparkling below you. But more importantly, on the other side, you see the scorched and basically destroyed desert that is barely surviving, the desert and the barrens, which you can still from this height see sort of scars in the land from where the dragon once burnt it. From being on the ground, you maybe wouldn't be able to see those patterns, but from up here, it's pretty easy to see. There's still civilizations, and stuff has started to grow back, even after these thousands upon thousands of years. But it is still quite clear that this region is struggling comparatively. Yeah.
Is this my first time seeing like the dragon's destruction after being chosen, like especially from high
Yes.
up? Okay.
I'm sure it feels great.
Yeah. Growing up in it is like, yeah, that's just how it is. But then, you know, being above it and seeing it all and understanding it now.
Yeah, it's like, ooh.
Yeah.
Cautionary tale.
And
I'm sure it's fun.
it's fine. To the side of the barrens in the desert, you also see the Gilded Gorge, which is, as legend has it, carved out by the ram, an actual canyon that the ocean pours into, making a nice little river that goes through it. What are you guys giggling about?
We're just salt
Passing
baying
notes.
over your description, that's
Oh.
all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, the
Passing
moment
notes
I
in
heard
class.
no, the moment you said the ram did, I was like, let's fucking go. But I didn't want to be on.
Yeah, I was like, the ram
Yeah,
had a
that-
very different reaction than the dragon
Yeah,
did.
absolutely,
I'm
just
for
like,
sure.
yeah, do it again. Yeah.
Hey, yo, make it
Jump off the
different.
ropes. Yeah, like she's going bro mode real
Yes.
bad.
But you can see from here, like, that is a whole ass canyon. That's like Grand Canyon size. That's just big.
Size matters, I guess.
God, just
I literally was like, yes, and what you do with it. Sorry, I'll mute again.
remembering that I think it was Giselle sending that. How big's your dick? And Campa being like, small, leave me alone.
Small, leave me alone. Yeah, the text.
God. So, you guys immediately feel, as soon as you cross the ocean, the air gets significantly drier, the sun beats down on you, and you begin to descend. You zero in on a particular town. And let me actually move our map so I can show you. I unfortunately don't have a map specifically of the town, but I can show you where it is.
Maps.
Map!
Sorry, I'm a geography teacher. I get very excited when maps come on the screen.
I understand completely.
Ooh.
You'll be going to a town right on the edge of the Jade Desert, where there are many floating islands all around that actually look like they come from a meteor impact, as there is a large crater in the ground that a lot of the town has built itself around. And those who are from the desert, Nico, would know that this is a mining town. They mine some kind of celestial rock, I don't know, from the actual meteor impact, and have been for a long time. And apparently that is where you guys are headed. As you circle down and see these beautiful but definitely barren stretches of sand, you land just outside of town, a good couple minutes walk. The wind is scorching. It brings rough sand against you with every gust. And there is no relief from the sun. You think you hear a bird call in the distance. And you see a little tumbleweed. But as Campus slips out from underneath all of you, he does a little flippy and turns into Mini Campa and turns to look at you all. And you all hear in your heads, so, this is the town of Sundown. They've been having some mining issues. I believe a few of their mines have been closed due to some unfortunate accidents. I don't think they were accidents. I would like you to get permission to get into the mines. If you need my help, please let me know. But I believe the source is in... And he sniffs the air with his little snoot, looks towards the town, and does a little, like, bloodhound point towards one of the floating islands. I believe it's in that one.
Okay. Who do we go to for permission?
See, I don't talk to people.
Fair enough. Okay, should have expected that.
Campa, can I ask you a question?
Of
Another question?
course.
Because I realized that was a question. Anyway, on the way back, can we just fly over Twin Peaks a little bit?
Sure.
Thanks. Okay. Let's go knock on doors.
Before you do go, for those of you unfamiliar with the desert, I do want to give you a warning. Be wary of the creatures around here. I suggest you do not interact with them. They can be pests.
I'm assuming you mean non-fell creatures?
Correct.
What the?
Also what we say. What the fuck?
I'm gonna say right now.
Well,
And now
just,
you're
like,
muted.
Oh no, yeah.
Yeah, no, I sure am. Yeah. Sorry. I just saw the wire from my mouse like slowly moving and my mouse disappearing off my desk, and I was like, okay, career. Sorry. The pests, the animals. I see what you mean.
Giselle,
Campa.
stop it.
It's-
Stop it. That's not a toy.
Just picks up Giselle like Alrighty. Noted.
Sure. Although a lot of people believe the yokai are pests. They're my favorite animal.
Have you actually interacted with them?
A little bit.
He narrows his eyes like, Okay. And he is going to skitter up onto Nico's shoulder and just curl around their neck. Go on then.
Yes. Campa's coming with us. Okay.
Okay, I will go into the town then. I'm gonna look for the most important looking building.
Fantastic. As you guys reach the very edge of town, just about to walk in, you see that the entrance, the middle of the road, is not necessarily blocked, but there is something in the middle of it. It looks like a crate with some mismatched cups and plates and some random pieces of food that looks like they may have been either stolen out of the garbage or stolen straight from somebody's plate. It looks like there's bits of both. And sitting on either side of this crate are a couple of creatures, which I will go ahead and show you my doodles of these babies on the map. One of them is a bobcat who is walking on two legs, pretending to wear some clothes that are also very obviously stolen. You can see some scratches in it. The other one seems to be something of a tanuki lope.
The
It
horn
has-
through the hat.
Yeah.
It's getting
Yeah.
me.
It's got horns. It clearly tried to put a hat on. You can see a little bit of, like, there was a tumbleweed stuck in there, but it somehow got it out, and now there's a hat there instead. It has the most vacant look on its face. But as you guys approach, both of them just stop with their little drinks and look over to you.
So I can't hug it.
I really, really want to hug it.
I don't think we should hug it, but I really want to.
No.
Hi.
Yeah, you could try to. Hi.
One of the locals further in,
Makoto, take Corzin.
I'm not gonna kill him, but it's definitely just like. Sorry.
Squeaks like a squeaker toy.
I'm sorry.
one of the locals from just within town who was like just heading out to like go do their business, like glanced over, saw you start to interact, and was just like,
Oh, speaking
No.
to people. Yeah.
Oh, hi. Hello. I can talk to you then. Why?
Yeah.
What's up? Hi, I'm Rasai. We are we're students from Auriga, and we're gonna do like a research project on like strange hauntings and happenings. Did you know anything about like the mines and stuff?
are you asking the person or are you asking the yokai?
The person who was going like
Okay.
pivoting and going right to them.
Mhm. This person looks like they're in like a very stereotypical old western, like about to go work at the tavern look, except as they turn to look at you guys, you can see that they have a katana on their hip.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
And they're just like, first of all, I suggest that you take the long way around and avoid them critters and try not to interact with them. Second of all, y'all might want to talk to the sheriff about all that.
I love it. If you guys are looking at this person, by the way, Nico's looking. Have you ever like had a friend who's like all the way super duper into dinosaurs, and you're going around a museum and it gets to the dinosaur exhibit? Nico is like facing directly, looking at them like.
Is Nico just vibrating right now?
Yeah, vibrating in special interest.
Okay. So talk to the sheriff then.
And where would the sheriff be?
In her office, if she ain't about town. Big old sign that says sheriff. Again, try not to make eye contact with them critters. It's bad luck.
Okay.
Okay. I was gonna ask why not. Is it just the bad luck thing?
If you want to try it for yourself, stranger, by all means, just know that we are not liable for what happens. Both of these critters, by the way, have still just been staring at both of you, like all of you guys.
Is Nico making
Just-
eye contact behind me?
Can't take the eyes away.
Honestly, Makoto's trying real hard not to stare at him.
I just slowly turn to look at Nico.
Thank you very much
not,
for your
it's
help.
not looking at any of you.
Well,
Okay.
we'll find the sheriff.
We'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
Good luck. And she's going to waddle off towards. God, it's not a tavern here. What is it called?
Saloon.
Saloon.
It's
Saloon.
a saloon.
I lived
Yeah.
in Arizona. I should know this.
High noon. All right, I'm done. All right.
Hold on.
Mm.
It's high noon. And on that note, as one of the creatures, the bobcat in particular, stands up from its little seat and starts to do its weird little catwalk over towards you guys, its claws come out. And that
It's
is
so
where we're going to take a break.
Nico has that one scene from the movie with the little girl and I don't know if it's the I Am Groot movie or whatever. It was like, it's so fluffy.
Oh, Despicable Me.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So fluffy, I want to die. Yeah.
So, we will see you in 10 minutes. Bye 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 bye. we're back. So, we left off. You love me. We
I mostly
left
appreciate it
off
too.
as the chosen of the remaining living goddess Isir, brought here by their guide that everybody loves unconditionally, arrived in Sundown, a desert city that is town built around a crater from a meteor impact, with floating isles all around from the impact. Many of these have been turned into mines, and y'all are here to take care of some business. However, you have a bit of a yokai problem first. These little guys blocking your way, specifically the bobcat Nekomata, has not taken kindly to its tea party being interrupted and is making direct eye contact with Nico and has just gotten its claws out as it does its funny little catwalk on two legs closer.
Scritches?
Nico?
Makoto,
Yes,
go.
yeah,
We need
uh-huh.
to chill.
I think
I like.
Makoto
I'll take a
well,
step back towards you guys, but I'm still like smiling as I do it.
I trying to like herd these two. Like, just let's leave it alone. It doesn't seem very happy.
Okay, yeah, that's
We don't want to upset it, right?
no. It's still smiling.
Wait, I'm gonna cast some magic on this thing because it starts to do its wiggle.
Wait, magic in the middle of the street? Is that a normal thing? I can't
That's
remember.
like
Yeah.
magic.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Magic, yeah.
Like, no!
Just as a reminder, everybody here, most everybody in the world has access to like cantrip level magic.
Gotcha. Okay,
Yeah.
I could not remember.
And
Sorry. Go
Nico
ahead.
and Rasai were casters before the
Yeah.
Yeah.
the thing,
All of this,
yeah.
yeah.
So I'm going to cast like essentially like a sleep spell on this thing, or something to make it sleepy or drowsy. It's all like just like little like particles like sprinkle out of the sky around it. Do a little Salt Bay action. Just
Yeah. Absolutely.
I have no idea if this is gonna work. I have no idea.
It's so cute.
Go ahead and give me a roll for that. What do you think that spell
Quick,
is going to be? Quick?
because
Cool,
I'm
we're
trying to
gonna-
do it before it pounces.
We're gonna do a quick versus quick then.
I'm really
Hold
hoping
on, I
this
can't-
works so it's
can't
asleep,
see.
and then I can scratch it.
Ooh, I'm gonna use a fate point to reroll that.
Sorry.
I'm gonna use a fate point to reroll that because I
Uh-huh.
have the my stunt, because I'm naturally talented once per game. I can reroll
Mhm.
all dice for casting magic. 4. I feel like it still doesn't help me.
Wasn't a complete failure.
Oh, thank you.
You see this thing do its butt wiggle and instantly just but it is already taken off and has just right at Nico and launched itself onto them. It's definitely clawing you up pretty bad, but it's not trying to attack per se. It is crawling around your body, trying to see what it wants to steal from you.
Oh.
Unfortunately, it has big old paws and big old claws.
Can I? I'm assuming Makoto probably carries snacks because snacks,
Of course.
but also
Nico is having the time of their life right now, by the way.
I know. And the thing is, like, Makoto doesn't want to like necessarily make this go away because she wants to scritch it. She was really hoping you put it to sleep so she can rub its belly and not get attacked. But like I think like not necessarily a Slim Jim, but something kind of equivalent. Just like
Amazing. When this happened, by the way, Kampa did leap off from Nico onto Cersei and just curled around Cersei's neck instead. And just, you could feel Kampa just...
We can give you things you don't have to steal.
Yeah, I was like, put a Slim Jim in kind of in front of his face.
It kind of like, and then continues to search for something else as it
Yeah.
eats that.
At least it won't call you now, hopefully.
Do I know? Because, like, listen, special interest. Am
Oh,
I
for
aware of
sure.
the sorts of things that they like?
Yeah,
What it
they
might be
really
based
like
on?
clothes. They really like things that make them look humanoid.
I'm gonna like take because I wear like several layers and they hide
Mhm.
various pockets. So I'm gonna like detach one and start to pull off something that it's a nice sort of floaty fabric with some designs that are a bit more native to the Radiant Oasis, with some like tasseling work at the edges of it, like a little shawl. Would you like this?
It immediately just like still claws dug into you. It's just like
Yeah. I can tie it around as well so it stays on.
it hops off and kind of
Yeah. And I'll hand it over.
and it very awkwardly kind of like
The
then
coloring look really beautiful on you.
it does like a over one shoulder kind of deal
Yeah.
and
Uh-huh.
then it's just like
Wow.
You could also make it into a vest, but you got this.
It's really nice to meet you.
and it'll do a little catwalk away like it's satisfied and it's done with you guys. And I think Nico, you can understand that as like
Uh-huh.
a you may pass.
Yeah. Nico starts like, you know, when people do hand flappies, because I'm
Yeah.
sure multiple people in the call do it when you're it's just gonna be like
Nico, I think
Guys.
he's a friend.
yeah. Well, I don't know if they make friends, but
That's about as close as you're gonna get with one.
uh-huh.
I still want to
Yeah.
scratch it.
What
I've never
are
been that
they?
close to one. Oh, well.
Oh no. Nico starts hyperventilating.
So they're
But
called
it's like,
yokai,
oh,
and they're fey creatures, but a lot of the times people will view them as like vermin or pests and not want to interact with them. But they're just living their life, and I don't think anything in nature should be criticized for the way that they live their lives.
In the like 2
Yeah.
minutes that has transpired since you guys walked into this scene, the Tanuki has gotten like 3 more uh tumbleweeds stuck in its horn somehow and still has that blank smile on its face and just kind of like looks over to you guys and sips its tea. The tea just runs straight down its face.
let's just keep going right now. We gotta go find the
Okay.
sheriff.
Yeah.
We gotta
Okay.
do one.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks, everyone.
I'm sure there'll be plenty more chances.
I love them.
Mhm.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna send a message to Rasai real quick. Because we're gonna not drunk on power, but she's kind of like, hey, this is fun. But I think you get a real quick message, Rasai, like a print with yokai on it would be super cute.
She'll look over and just smile.
Yeah, and like there's just like the slightest like eyebrow, like all right, that's it.
My beloveds.
Just babies.
Nico will follow the others. I don't think they paid it. They weren't paying attention or where they were pointed to where they were meant to be going. They were way too transfixed. So I will just follow the others. I love this place already.
And as you guys are finally making your way in with the yokai now ambivalent towards you. R.I.P.
It has gone from the tabletop game into the room.
Oh God. I understand. I have my own sleeping demon right here. Welcome back.
Thanks.
As you make your way into town, you can see that not too many people are out and about. It is, after all, afternoon, really fucking hot. and a little too windy, but that wind doesn't bring any relief. It's not cool. It is a hot wind. And again, it just smacks you with sand. Very uncomfortable. So the few that are out are either sitting in the shade and just kind of chewing on some fantasy tobacco that's not as unhealthy for you. Uh, that's the difference. um, and just kind of watching these strangers come through their town. You guys can easily see the saloon where that one stranger came in or went in. There's a few other unique places here. One seems to be an inn slash mortician. It doesn't
intrigued.
seem very busy, but other than that, you guys do of course see the sheriff's office with its big old creaky sign swaying in the wind. And further off, just past town, you can see the actual crater. And it looks like nobody's out mining today. Granted, maybe they do it at night, but.
All right, to the sheriff's then.
Yeah, I guess so. That inn and mortician is really interesting.
I really want to ask questions.
I, as Jill, would be so into that, but I don't know
Yeah.
if Rissa could be.
Yeah. Do you think all of the buildings here serve dual purpose? Like, is it sheriff office slash grocery store?
And we could find out.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Okay.
Small town, maybe.
Just
Hopefully it's sheriff office slash mine overseer.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Okay.
So, you approach the sheriff's office, and just as you step in front, before you even get to the stairs that lead up to it, the doors swing open and you see a big old boot before it slams down. And out steps a woman who has a sort of. What is the term? Is it yukata? Haori? I think it's maybe a haori. Anyways, a robe. Only over one shoulder. The other one, of course, this is all exposed, but there's some bandages over the chest, for trauma purposes. You can see some tattoos. She has long ponytail, cowboy hat, eye patch. She's chewing on some kind of grass. And of course, she has 2 katanas at her hip.
Oh, she's hot.
So y'all are the strangers in town, huh? Messing with them yokai? What do you want?
Well, I guess we didn't intend to mess with the yokai. Maybe some of us did, but mostly we're here as a part of a research project into weird happenings, hauntings, things that are unsolvable. We're students of Auriga Academy. This is what we do.
She spits into a nearby spittoon. A tumbleweed goes by. Sure. So you're here to investigate the mystery that's going on, is that right?
Yeah.
What's your qualifications other than being from a big old school?
We've done this a couple of other times and helped out.
What'd you solve?
Looks to the audience.
Yeah, there was a lake that contained malevolent forces that were poisoning fields and making cows sleepy, and we solved that. And that was great.
There's
Well, that
also
ain't shit.
the haunted rat basement.
Haunted rat basement.
You dealt with dead crops, sleepy cows, and rats.
Well,
Here
it is
we
more
got dead miners.
right. It's the source of these disturbances that we deal with, not the things themselves.
Listen, kids. I appreciate that y'all want to investigate this mystery. However, the mines are closed for a reason. They're already dangerous, especially to those who ain't trained in the ways of mining and mine safety. But with things that have been happening, we think there's something dangerous in there. Not just a mystery, but something tangible that's been disappearing, folks.
We do have, and I'm gonna like magically conjure up what is essentially like from
What I want.
yeah from Parks and Rec. You know that I can do what I want, but it's basically like permission from the school to investigate. Yeah, we have this.
She steps forward and takes it with her one arm and looks at it for just a moment before tossing it over her shoulder.
Oh, well, that's
So,
polite.
if it's so dangerous, what are you doing about it?
We have our attempts, but what I want to know is if you think you're so capable, you're going to have to get through me, because if you can handle me, I saw that eyebrow.
I was like, is that permission?
If you can get through me,
Done.
then
Like,
maybe.
she goes for it. The moment she was
Beautiful.
like, maybe.
Boy.
Sorry. It's
Go ahead.
It's an invitation. I can't help myself. Y'all,
Oh,
I'm
for
sorry.
sure.
I'm not gonna like Makoto's about to say darn tootin', and I was like, don't say that. All right.
Yep.
I will roll a forceful and hopefully that's a
What
6,
in
baby
funny?
darl.
Bring out your
Nice.
Mora.
Also, my dog doesn't like something going on, but yes, that's a 6.
Oh.
Okay. What do you do?
That's a good question. I'm not trying to hurt her. How tall is she? Yeah, like I was gonna say, because I'm thinking bear hug.
No, do
and,
roller
like-
derby. You just have to like get her off the field,
Like,
off the
check.
track.
Yeah,
Yeah. Get her
yeah,
off the track. Yeah.
I think, you know what I think I'm gonna do, Alta? I think what I'm gonna do is, because I rolled forceful, because that's just how Makoto thinks.
Of course.
The moment she's like, maybe, and basically kind of like run, juke, and then body check, and then before she hits the ground, I'm gonna pick her up and just like fireman over.
Okay. Sure.
If this works. Yeah.
Yeah. So she's in the middle of talking and like trying to explain, and you just like,
I'm sorry.
no,
Yes.
no. It's great. And she, like, what's the word? She's able to see that immediately and starts to move out of the way. You're still able to like check her, and she rolls out of the way, but when she lands, she already has her katana drawn.
Nice. Okay.
Well,
There's
damn, I was
definitely,
gonna say and coach, but you just... okay.
And I think there's like a smile now that she's got the weapon. There's a smile on Makoto's face and like the eyebrow, just like awesome.
You get my
Also-
point.
Yeah. I was like, any other rules, real quick? Sorry about that.
I mean, I'd prefer no killing. Otherwise, you're gonna get in trouble with the deputy. But
Yeah, I don't want to do that. Okay. She's gonna go again.
all right.
And honestly, I think there's more just fun now, which is
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's good or bad, but there's just fun now.
Yeah.
Would you like me to roll again?
Please do, because she is also going to take off and go for an attack.
Okay.
Women, am I right?
Ah, damn! I only rolled a 3. Ooh, do I want an aspect or not? Because here's the thing: I know we're not transformed right now, and obviously we won't do that.
If you want to use Corzin, He was still with you.
Oh, that's
He can
right. He's on
assist.
me.
Oh, but that's cheating.
Yeah, I don't.
Ooh,
Makoto's
against-
so like.
Against the code.
I think I will use my aspect. Dig my heels in. Dig your heels in.
Hell yeah.
I'll even say, dig your heels in, darling. All right, and I will bump that up to 5.
Okay. Hold on, I have to do math. Beautiful. So, what are you doing? Are you trying to just again?
So she kind of got hit, but jumped out of the way, right, and drew a sword. Oh no! How far do we want to go into this? I'm even probably going to try to disarm her a little bit and do a like smack on the side of the blade.
She's already only got one arm.
Oh shit, that's right. That's rude. No, I don't want to like. What I'm saying is, I don't want to like.
I'm kidding.
No. The thing is, I don't want to hit it out of her hand. What I want to do
Mhm.
is just play the angles and make it where that blade is not dangerous to me anymore. And then kind of, God, I hate to say it, do-si-do a little bit, but like bump the blade
know
a
you
little
love
bit.
it.
Yeah. And then like kind of do a wrap around the waist a little bit. And basically what I'm trying to show is I can move her. I'm not trying to hurt her. Yeah. But if I had to, I could, kind of thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Cool. What is Makoto wearing right now?
No. Let's see.
What are you like wearing?
What are you wearing? Makoto, she usually wears like furs and thicker clothes, like the things that, you know, are from her home. But knowing that we would go to the desert, it's more of like sport wear, whatever the sport people wear. But no,
Yes, the sport.
but it's a higher collared shirt, but it's halter top-ish, so it's like cut angled down. And then
Giselle just like
yeah, so there's a bit like, you know, again using her size, but there's a femininity about it. So the waist is cinched in, and then utility pants, if you will. Yeah, that's what she's wearing, and boots.
cool. Any accessories or anything?
Probably not.
Hair, ponytail?
Yeah, she's been doing this like pompadour, big fluffy braid going down her back.
Lovely.
She cut my hair. She better not cut my hair. No, I'm kidding.
She's not going to cut your hair.
I would be so sad.
You both meet and do this sort of little dance where you are able to start to grapple her, but she is far too quick. And as she just rolls out of your grasp and sheathes her sword, you feel your hair fall loose over your shoulders.
Hot. Oh, what?
Don't you love it when women?
Yes. Okay.
And she still has her arm on her sword. She just goes, "Your move, sugar."
Ooh, darling. All right.
Would me doing something right now count as cheating?
There's no actual rule.
Yeah.
We didn't get told the rules before.
Yeah, she didn't
Before
say.
it's decided.
No. I was more so like, this is a 1 versus 1 honor thing. Like, it's absolutely not.
And honestly, I think being smart about this, Makoto has distracted in the past too.
Yeah.
And so I honestly was gonna say, I think she pings y'all, especially Giselle, or people who are faster than her, because this woman is most definitely faster than her right now.
I have a plan.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. Like, ping, 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 ping. Like, help me. She's too damn quick. I can't get her.
I would like to cast some magic. And my intention is, I'm going to say this, it's going to sound cool, but then I'm going to roll like shit. So, can I roll first to see how it goes, and then I'll describe it? Okay. I'm going to say it's flashy, because this is very showy. 4, and then I'm going to use a fate point to add a +2.
Beautiful.
For my aspect. Honestly, 2 of them fit. I have magical, it girl, and naturally talented. So that's a 6 total. And what my plan is I'm going to think back to the fight that I had with the dragon and switch it up a little bit since we're in the desert. This is just a duel to show like what we can do. I'm going to freeze her feet in place with like a block of ice, essentially, like kind of like crawling up from the earth and like holding her in place. There's also going to be like one spike that juts out of the ground and like stops very, very close to her neck. And I'm just going to say, I think you're desperately underestimating us.
Now Nico's like, yes, good.
Okay, let's see.
You have awakened the Nico.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Nico's special unlocking is badass magic from Rasai. The more dangerous,
And
the better.
glasses.
Yeah.
Mhm, mhm. Lovely. Just as you hear the click of her katana being drawn,
Hannah. No.
I can be your angel or your devil.
Oh my god. In her katana.
Anyways,
Right, I'm done.
just as you hear that click, you cast, and you can see that she immediately catches onto this and tries to react, but you get her too quickly. And she started to move, but you still caught her. And as she's like in this pose trying to jump back, frozen, that icicle just goes right to her throat. And she has her sword like partially drawn, but immediately is just like, all right, I can see that. Y'all can handle yourselves then.
We can. We've been around the block a couple of times.
Mm-hmm.
I'll
Good
just
to know.
release it. Sorry, should have given you a warning.
No, it's perfectly fine.
Yeah, so it's stabilize and kind of like get her off ice, like just.
Honestly, that felt real nice. Not just the fight, but
Oh,
ice.
I will put you back on ice. I'm just kidding.
Oh,
Sorry.
no. You're
Oh,
good.
okay.
Thanks for understanding what I meant. I didn't want you to go in there and immediately die.
Of course, that kind of would be counterproductive to what we're trying to do.
Yeah, and we don't really want Auriga's faculty or whatever on our ass. Or dead people.
Either of those, honestly.
So, y'all have had experience with this. Y'all can fight. Let me bring you to our mining experts so that they can give you a little rundown of what's been going on around here. Unless y'all need somewhere to stay for the night first.
I think I'll pass. Looking at the inn and kitchen.
Forgot that.
I think we're good.
Yeah.
Now, I understand the aversion to old Mort's place, but I promise he keeps his parents' businesses separate.
Honestly, I just had more questions than anything. Just very curious.
Honestly, would love to stay there, but maybe after? What time? I mean, unless it's late.
It's like
If you're traveling all day.
late afternoon at this point.
Okay. Well,
We'll
maybe
definitely
we talk
consider
to
it.
the miners and then see where we're at. Maybe we'll go tomorrow.
Yeah. Assess the situation.
Yeah.
All right. Then, follow me. By the way, my name is Cinnamon. Sheriff Cinnamon.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff Cinnamon.
And y'all are?
Cersei?
I'm
Hi.
Nicholas Onassis.
The full
Hold up my
name
hands, I got
too.
it.
Oh
Yeah,
my
yeah.
god. Okay.
That's maybe the first time you guys have ever heard the full
Yes,
name.
it is.
Yeah. You get an eyebrow quirk from that, and and a big slap on the hand, and very firm shake.
No, I'm Makoto.
She goes to offer a like bro.
Yeah. Like I'm thinking like forearms, you know.
Not the
just like-
grossest
Yeah, like
handshake. Wow.
Yes.
And I'm Risai Vanali.
Giselle peeking out from behind Makoto, who's just like, muscle.
What?
There's
I think it's like if that is what is occurring. It's like a little smile, like he.
Well, this way. Sure hope y'all can help our problem, because you asked what our plan was. We didn't really have one. We sent for some help, but our help hasn't returned from the mines. So we're floundering a bit. But all the folks here should be able to tell you what you need, and I think you should be perfectly fine to get permission to get into the mines, especially since you passed my test. And at this point, she has made her way towards the edge of town, where there seems to be a couple. It's not an entirely separate town, but it's definitely a different part of town that is clearly easier access for the miners. So there's an inn there that looks a little shabbier, a little rougher around the edges. There's another saloon there that, again, looks kind of rough, but she heads straight for the saloon. Kicks the door open, and you immediately hear all the clinks of glasses being set down. You guys see all kinds of grungy looking people of all kinds just leering out. All right, folks, listen up. We got some professionals who are here to help with our situation. Be nice to them. They got my seal of approval. And answer any questions that they got. Got it? Good. Good luck. Let me know if you need anything.
Thank you, Sheriff Cinnamon.
Thanks.
She tips her hat and she waltzes the fuck out.
Oh my god, she called us professionals. Wasn't that exciting?
Mm-hmm.
Professionals.
Professionals.
Yes, we are now.
I think even Makoto kind of just goes, "All right, Nicholas."
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, we called the full name. Okay.
Wow.
Well, it felt formal, and she was a person of position, and
And the thing is, there's definitely a smile on Makoto's face, not a, you know, like,
Yeah.
just a little, okay.
A handful of the folks here have turned full on to just like look at you guys. They don't look entirely convinced that you're professionals. But one of them sitting at the bar, kind of hunched over, holds his hand up and motions for you guys to come join him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll go over with a smile.
Same.
Mm-hmm.
Cersei's about as tall as the counter.
Is Risai and Makoto the tallest of us?
I think so, because I know
Yeah.
Giselle is very short. I don't know about Nico though.
I'm like average. I think I'm shorter than the two of you, but I'm taller than Giselle and Cersei.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So
I think
I'm like
I
in
think
that mid.
like Cersei is like 4'10", maybe.
Yeah, I think Giselle has said before
Yeah.
she's 5'2", something like that.
Yeah.
And I'm
plus, I
close
think
to
the two of
6'8".
you, you two carry yourselves tall, whereas Nico does the diminishing body language of like.
Oh no.
We're just the Verizon bars.
Yeah, here we are.
So yeah,
but
I'll go up and just kind of like put an arm on the counter. So, you got something for us?
It's this finely dressed older gentleman with a white-ish suit, kind of tinged yellow from the sand, and a very fine leather cowboy hat that's set on the counter. And he seems to be drinking something. I don't drink, I don't know.
whiskey. He's got whiskey.
Whiskey. Thank
Whiskey,
you.
oh.
A cold glass of milk.
Whiskey and milk.
Oh no.
Oh God.
Curdling.
No, that's
No.
no.
Yep,
It's like
that's a no.
monkey brain stuff. No.
No go. Mm-mm.
Mm. As a Scottish person, you need to stop.
He lifts his big old bushy eyebrows up to look at you guys, and yeah, I got something. I'm the owner of these here mines.
Please tell me he has a big mustache, please. I'm sorry.
Oh, you
I
know,
I
and he
need
like
it.
wiggles
Yes!
it.
Yes. Okay.
And, like you can't even see like the top of his
Oh,
mouth. Just
Cannot see
okay.
his mouth.
Sorry. Okay, I'm listening now.
Mm-mm. I'm Paprika, but most folks here call me Pappy.
Nice to meet you.
Good to know we have some professionals here, approved by the sheriff. So, what do you know, and what do you need to know?
Well, we know. Go ahead. Sorry.
No. I believe you have issues with dead miners. Can you tell us some details about that? Where they're coming from?
Well, the mines. Shocking, I know. There's a couple we've been having trouble with, mostly the ones up in the air. The ones down here we haven't had too much issue with, though we had a few critters pop up, so we unfortunately had to close all the mines, which has made this a rough week for pay.
So it is multiple of them and not just one set mine that this is happening, then?
The worst of them is our big girl, though. And he, like, points out the window to the same island that Kampa had pointed out, the largest of the floating isles.
How long ago did this start?
Depends on what ghost stories you consider to be part of this. I think when I started taking this seriously was when our first miner disappeared about 2 weeks ago. We've lost about 4 since, as well as a couple curious investigators who wanted to help.
Oh, so they're dying and then coming back. Is there anything about their appearance that seems unusual beyond the fact that they are not, in fact, alive?
We haven't seen anyone come back.
Oh. They're just going in and dying?
We're assuming they're dead.
Oh, the plot thickens. Okay.
I mean,
What?
you're in there for 2 weeks at least, and ain't got no food. Got some space water in there, but
What did this adventure or investigating party look like?
there's some... Sorry. There were these 3 guys that had these graphic tees on and spent like $300 trying to buy just fancy cowboy looks, and really didn't seem to know what they were doing.
So they were tourists. Okay.
Yeah. I think one of them called himself Zach, but with a K.
Not the K.
Yeah, they sound like professionals. Okay.
Did they pause a lot and go, wait, did you hear that?
And then, with my own ears, I heard.
And they have
Sorry,
like,
I'm riffing on
reporters?
Ghost Adventures.
Yeah,
I think
my
that's
boyfriend and I
yeah.
do that all the time.
I know. I love listening to how stupid that shit is. Anyways,
It's just for a brief second. Whoever Makoto's beside, she's like, "Do you have to have hats to go in the mines?"
I would like a hat.
Maybe
I
we can
too
get a
would
hat.
like a hat.
Okay.
y'all can buy hats.
Thank you, Papa Paprika.
Please call me Pappy.
Thank you, Pappy Paprika.
I don't know how comfortable I am calling you Pappy.
Honestly,
Pappy.
I just like the alliteration.
Hey, puppy.
Risai just leaves.
I'm sorry.
I was going to say,
I
if this
felt
were
a few
Discord
people's
call,
souls leave their body
I would
in that
just
one.
leave. Oh God.
Thank you. Hopefully we can resolve this for you and at least allow them to find some peace if they have passed on.
I'm thinking that if a majority of the problems are coming from the big mine that you pointed to, maybe we could find some kind of source there that could help make everything else surrounding it not so bad.
If you want to start in the worst of it, you're the professionals.
Is there any machinery in the mines that we could utilize?
Sure.
Or is it broken? Okay.
At least last we were in there. We got some elevators. We got some mining equipment like them carts. We got some, and he lists a couple other mining equipment that I don't actually know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Can I ask what is it that you mine there? Which type of rock?
Whatever came from the sky. See,
Oh.
I don't actually care about what it is. I just sell it.
Whatever came
That's-
from the
And he
sky.
adjusts his nice tucks.
Mhm.
I can respect that.
Okay.
Well,
Is there
y'all-
someone here who does know or maybe has an interest in what y'all mine?
I don't know. Can probably ask one of the ask around here. Maybe somebody here cares. We just do what we're paid for and what I pay them for. We just know it's valuable and we mine it.
gotta love capitalism.
Real quick question. I know the people haven't been coming back, but has anyone, if anyone has come back or if they saw something were able to escape, did they see anything specific?
Yeah, most of what these folk have been seeing, they usually describe as ghosts, shadow people, things peeking out from corners, that kind of thing. But with a real, what'd y'all call it? One of the other miners there, who actually looks like he does work and doesn't just sit in a desk all day, pipes up and goes, "It felt real malicious, you know?"
Mm-hmm.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah.
And have you felt that in many of the mining tunnels, or is there one area where it felt the most malicious?
Oh, definitely the big girl.
Up in
Definitely
the big
felt it everywhere, but you know, that's the first place we closed. I don't want to step foot in there. None of us do.
Is there any way to get into the big girl without? Is there just one entrance or are there multiple entrances?
Just one.
Sorry, Tor.
I'm sorry. I'm trying, y'all. Please don't look at me.
No, I think we all.
I didn't.
Look
Face, I didn't know what I was saying. Okay.
Every time someone says big girl, I'm like, oh yeah, that big girl. All right, nope, stop it. All right, I'm sorry. Don't look at me. All right, I'm listening.
Thank you. We should go and maybe take a
Get
little
a big
look
girl.
around up there.
I think that's where we need to start then.
Yeah.
Thank you for your help.
Yeah, good
I'd
luck
love
up
it.
in big girl.
Yeah. Sweet little innocent Nico. All of this is like literally going over their head.
I was like, Makoto's definitely just like, but I can't. I'm
It's
sorry.
foreign. It's foreign.
It's
yeah.
me. I'm sorry. Oh man. Before we leave, I think she'll just kind of look at everybody and just, is there anything else y'all think we should know?
Another minor, kind of like with this really haunted look in his face. Looks like he hasn't slept in days. Just kind of, whatever you do, don't let yourself get lost in the shadows.
Oh.
Will do.
And then he kind of just
Someone's out, dissociates.
Yep.
Not here anymore. Got it.
And he's gone.
Then yeah, I will follow everybody.
All right.
Right. Thank you. Okay.
I like to think that that Corzin, since they have a little sprout coming up out of his head, just does a little like the sprout.
Cute.
Yes, ma'am.
Grows just like a temporary flower to just like pull a petal down.
Oh.
Yes. Okay. Well, everyone, seems like we have a place to start.
Yep. How do we get up there though?
Well, looks through his
Yeah.
eye.
Well, and I assume they have to get there. I don't think
Yeah.
they fly,
Yeah,
right?
right.
I mean, I
Should
could
we-
chunk somebody, but that seems a little too much.
Should we rest and do this in the morning, or that way we don't come out to darkness? Or
They did say it kind of is stronger in the darkness, right? Like they're hiding in
Yeah.
shadows and stuff. So
Specifically, don't get lost in the shadows. Yes.
right,
Yeah.
which
Although-
like once we're in the
I don't know if that'll
mine,
help
it
us
wouldn't
if
really
we're
matter,
underground.
Like,
yeah.
but if we come
We-
back out to
The thing is, we're there to deal with them. If that is when they're most active, getting lost in the shadows sounds like we need to find them in the shadows.
It's not a bad point.
yeah,
I mean, I know they think that we're here. I know they think we're here to deal with their dead miners, but we're here to deal with the source of what's going on. So actually,
yeah.
Well, I'm wondering if they were just taken and not dead. But
or in some stasis or something, like the
Yeah.
cows were.
Yeah.
We can find out. I'm fine with going now. Like I
Yeah.
don't think we need to rest.
Same.
Okay.
I mean, we have
Yeah.
light. It just looks at Risai. Like,
Yeah.
We do.
yeah.
And like we can I'm
Also-
sure there's some way to get up there, but like we can get everyone up there. It's
Yeah.
fine.
And honestly, thinking about it, we all have light. Because if I remember correctly, when we transform, we kind of give off a light a little bit.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, and that
Yeah.
was what disrupted the other ones.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's do this.
I think we should just get up there the way they get up there, just so that
Yeah,
If they didn't shut
we're
it
out
down,
of line
yeah.
of sight.
we can become real professionals once we're in the mines.
Right.
Before you guys did leave the saloon, the mine owner would have like drawn you a little map and been like, okay, here's where you can get up into the mines. This is how you turn it on, blah, 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 blah. It's some like really basic magic stuff that probably needs to be updated and is a little rickety, but it does the job. Is there
Well-
anything you guys want to do before heading straight to Big Girl?
Buying cowboy hats.
Yeah, we need cowboy hats. That's quite imperative. I have a thing I want Nico to do, but I feel like I might do it outside of the mine rather than down here. Might get a little
Yeah.
closer.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
As a thing.
All right. So we're gonna get hats first.
Hats. Yes.
I need to
Yeah.
know what if I can stand up and go get my hat now. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay!
I'm not the only one.
The way I want to text Emily and see, because she would probably have a hat more than I would. But
Do it. Do it.
Yeah, I
don't-
definitely
okay,
do not
let
have
me just
one.
see if they have one.
I'm honestly like, and even like Makoto's hair. I don't know if she could wear a hat. You know what I mean? Like it'd just be like it would just be
Like
too
like
tall.
this.
Yeah,
Like-
yeah, just sit on top, like right around the top. Yes,
Yeah.
Masai, let's go.
I feel Emily patting around, so maybe they're going to find one.
Yes. Yes.
It's quite hard with the ears. I'm not gonna lie. It's not quite working.
Yeah. It is.
I
it
have
is
to wear it like
definitely-
this.
Oh, but that's such a look though. That's such a look though.
It's giving y'all Starion. Like I was.
Yes, I love
Take my hair
it.
tip
Let's
out,
do
but I'll do it.
Yeah. Oh, I got hats.
Gotta do wide brim witchy poo style rather than
Oh,
I
cowboy
yeah.
want you to
hat,
know
Yes.
when you go to buy these hats, you all hear a little mental comment from Kampa, who's just like, I hope you know this is not what I intended you to spend your allowance. Is that what it's called?
Shush, this
Your
is very
pay?
We'll
important.
get you one
We'll
too.
get
Don't
him
worry.
like yeah, you're gonna get a hat.
I don't want one.
Little baby hat. Yeah, you do.
I'll shrink one of the hats and put it on Capricia.
Yeah. I'm from a wealthy family, Kampa. Don't harsh my buzz.
It works the closest I've got.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
No. And then we'll give one to a
Mine
Corson.
will go on my ears.
Oh my god, yes.
Yeah,
Little
the little
Corson
part
one.
over the.
Oh.
I
It's there
really
in
don't
spirit.
probably have with elf ears in mind, you guys. This is
Yes. I love it.
It's fine.
There we go.
I love that pulling it in makes it look like a bonnet.
Which fits?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I was trying to think of like other things that would fit the theme here, but all I could think of was those high collared like dresses, and I'm like, maybe. I think we might find something like that.
Mhm, mhm. Beautiful.
Mm.
I do want you guys to know everybody in this town has a sword. That's just
Yeah.
you have to have a sword if you live here.
Yeah.
In my new
Can't put
game of
two
Auriga
swords.
that I started up, one of the player characters is from Sundown, and I was like, okay, just so you know, because you are from here, you have a government assigned sword.
Standard
love it.
issue.
Sundown is one of my favorite towns. Anyways. Sorry. So you guys make your way to the rickety old magic elevator that goes up to the mine nicknamed Big Girl.
Mm.
And God, Jill, the fucking energy you have right now. The power.
It's given mob wife.
It
Not
is.
like
Or like six
you're the
shooter,
mobster.
like
yeah.
like you're gonna have like duel and like start rotating them and
Yeah,
tricking
yeah,
out. Yeah,
You guys are gonna convince me to start wearing this hat again.
You're
I have
welcome.
not worn this since high school.
do it, do it, do it.
Just see if I can, like-
Especially with the shirt. It's the cut of the shirt and the hat. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you, thank you.
Yes. I love it.
Nope. It's fine.
Yeah. The hats are hard with these kind
It
of
was worth
headphones.
a shot.
I feel you.
Sorry. Yeah.
Well, just stop
Maybe I'll
wearing
fix it
like
for-
good
I'll-
headphones.
I know.
I know.
God.
I'll fix it for the next episode.
Oh, it's fine. Yes.
Since you would wear their hat like this though, like
yeah.
As you guys reach the entrance of the mine on this floating island, you immediately feel this terrible miasma radiating from within. What are you giggling at?
I'm so sorry. It's because my natural accent is very southern. So when you said miasma, I was like, miasma. And then I started laughing because my asthma, like if I need a, I'm sorry, it's the brain today. I apologize.
You're golden. I don't know where my inhaler is, or otherwise I would be like, ah, yes, my asthma.
Mm-hmm.
You feel the miasma just radiating out of this tunnel entrance. There's some little tracks going in and out, cart tracks. And you can see some carts that have basically been left completely in the middle of their work shift, that are half full, half emptied into whatever lowers down into town, and just abandoned. One might say this is an abandoned mine. Crazy. And you just feel that sensation, that sinking feeling in your heart that you now easily recognize. Campa tries to shake off the little cowboy hat that has been tied to his head.
Nah, that shit's enchanted.
Yeah.
This shit's enchanted.
That's enchanted. Sorry.
Nico,
Yes.
you wanted to do something?
I did. I think as we kind of approach where the entrance is, I'm going to walk over to whatever on the entranceway I can get my hand on exposed rock if I can. I don't know if there's,
Yeah.
a way of doing that. And we know that, like, thinking back to the first one that they had to deal with all of the rats in the sewers and the situation there that was the source, and then the others that we've dealt with since, especially recalling back the guardian spirit that had been getting affected. I think Nico is going to try, slightly emboldened by their experience with the seer recently and feeling that connection to their ancestry, even without fully transforming, I will say. They're going to go and reach over, and that glowing green eye is just going to form in their forehead, and they're going to try and tap into what is down there. And I've been playing around with wording, so I don't know if it's gonna how I'm gonna keep the description, but I'm gonna keep its name. Where did my character sheet go?
Eat it.
Yeah. And I called it because I am the newly awoken oracle. I said visions will reveal themselves to me is the way I worded it, but I'll play around with the wording.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Okay. Do me a favor and give a, I would say, clever, sneaky, or careful.
I think the oracle and the vision, the whole seer thing, I always associate cleverness with it. If I'm doing a stunt, is it now that I get to add like a +2 to what I'm doing, or do I just roll and then deal with it afterwards?
You can decide after your roll.
Okay. Where am I? That's a 4.
Cool. So do you want to add just a
I think,
+2?
yeah, I think a +2. Make it a 6.
Make it 6.
Yeah.
Beautiful. All right. Before I dive into this vision, just a warning. Body horror.
Okay.
Dead people.
Okay.
No terrible descriptions, but just think zombie movies. And also, it is a mine, so there's definitely small, tight spaces. And there is water in there as well.
Okay. Thank you for the warning.
Of course. You open your third eye and immediately your mind just expands. It's as if for a moment you see the skeleton. If this were like a 3D model, you just turn off all the textures and you just see the little skeleton of it. But you feel like you can see all of the tunnels that branch off from this main one. you can see they eventually lead down to this one massive cavern in the belly of it that is filled with water and seems like it might be actively flooding. But all of these visions are sort of coming to you at the same time. It's a little strange. Again, everything seems like it's now, but also maybe was in the past, but also maybe is in the future. It's hard to differentiate what is when. But with your 6, you were able to differentiate a little bit more and focus on the now. And you can see that throughout these tunnels, along the walls, deeply rooted in them, are these veins of fel. And they may appear shallow from the outside, but you can tell that they just spread throughout this entire island, throughout every tunnel. And you also can see that some of them... Who is calling me? You can see that...
Kampa,
some of
I know,
them-
You're like,
he's on the other
"Kampa, get
line, and
outta
I'm like,
here."
Kampa, just I'm busy right now. Hold, please.
He's just like pawing at your face, like,
Yeah.
hey,
Shh, shh,
hey,
I got this.
we didn't stop at Starbucks.
Oh.
Anyways, in some
You'll get your
of
cappuccino soon.
these,
Okay.
in some of these veins, you can
Mm.
see that there are these clumps, these masses that are pulsating. They do look maybe human-sized. And as you sort of hear your voices echo through the mine and reach this first pulsating mass, you see it drip down and a body falls out. And it pulls itself up. Definitely looks like a miner, as in the job position, to clarify.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
With a blinking light on their helmet. And you can tell they're definitely dead. But you can also see little strands of fel attached to the body that are just sticking to these veins. Seems like it's being puppeted. And it starts to hold its arm and stumble forward as if it were hurt. And you see there's several of these masses throughout the tunnels.
Hmm.
But I think probably what concerns you the most is in that flooding room, that pulsating mass is gigantic. That seems to be the heart of the problem,
Mhm.
where all of the roots are coming from. And you definitely sense the core in there.
Okay. Do these roots feel like the roots I saw when I was looking in on guys?
Definitely.
Mm.
Especially by the ones by the castle.
Okay.
And you also are able to sense another presence here. Somebody who is alive and who seems to be faring quite well in this fel-infested mine. In this same flooded room, right next to this horrid pulsating mass. You look closer. And let's see, how much fun do we want to have?
All the fun.
All of it?
Sure.
You know what?
Yes, and.
Okay, you've convinced me. You see a figure that looks straight out of a ghost story and completely unbefitting to be in a mine. Draped in what looks to be a wedding gown, perhaps? Except it's made of chainmail. With... Actually, I have the picture here. Hold on.
Yeah. I feel like Nico's about to have a complicated feeling.
Oh, I'm drawing. Excuse me.
Excuse you. Just look next to you. That's all you need. No.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, Rasai, how you feeling today?
Yeah, this is me, Emma. I am in love with this person, and when you see, you will understand. This is
for
giving
sure.
me Resident Evil Village.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's just funny, like, is Rasai having like a jealous day? I don't know. I'm just curious.
I feel like maybe she is.
Maybe what?
Anyways.
Maybe what?
Nothing. Chainmail, bridle, long veil, just root-like hair that seems maybe matted. Sort of very pale skin that does seem familiar to you. And in their exposed chest, you see the black and green of the fell.
I think Nico's breath is gonna catch. Not for that reason, not for Emma reasons, but like several things about what they've seen, and then the pale skin just causes the breath to catch while their eyes are still closed.
And this person is just kind of like gently stroking this horrid fell abomination and smiling so sweetly. They tilt their head. They have a veil covering their eyes, but they do tilt their head, and you get the sense that they are looking at you.
Dope. Tight. Okay. If I see that, I'm gonna hold it for a moment longer just to confirm that they are in fact looking at me, and then just will eyes open. Huh. Uh-oh.
What do you mean? Uh-oh.
How bad is it?
So I looked into this new thing. I don't know, I'm just trying a few things. I'm spitballing with Seer, you know. Saw the tunnels, saw strange pulsating mounds that seemed to like spew out an undead miner, and then the source is this large abomination in a flooded room with roots that reach out like the roots that I saw in Geis. And then I saw one of them, I think, not the one you described, Cersei.
Okay.
Another. They are
Hot.
hot.
Sorry.
No. I think they might be albino as well, which there's several concerning thoughts I have about that. One of them are here. I think if we do go in to investigate, we're going in for a fight. A big fight.
I think Cersei's gonna mentally ping everybody, but loop Campa in. Campa, does this person sound familiar to you?
I'm gonna do the projectile thing that I did before, so you guys can kind of get a little mindscape for what I saw, and then focus in not only on this person, but the fact that they turn and lock eyes with me.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, Cersei, you pinged Campa, you said?
Yeah, and I mean group call. So just
Well,
because I
Just
knew him,
adding him to the call, yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. He peeks out from his little napping spot and stares like he's scrutinizing this projection. Well, this isn't good. Yes, I do unfortunately recognize them. Leto. I believe their title is the Lovers. For a very unfortunate reason.
Lovers? Like 2?
Exactly.
Oh.
They, if I remember right, were one of the more successful experiments.
Oh,
Like, okay.
Yes.
like Isir and Yeshet.
Well, like Sol and my ancestor.
Right,
Derived
but
from. Yeah.
the lovers.
Oh, yeah.
I personally haven't seen their abilities, but I've heard.
Any tips?
It's steel yourself. It's gruesome.
Oh, okay.
I'll be here to help. So, worry not.
We have to be careful, though,
Yeah,
with you getting too close to them.
and you, Nico.
Oh, right, yeah. It's harder.
Well, they don't know about you.
No.
We're going to keep it that way.
Yeah. Can we disguise you, Kempa?
He puts his little paw on his hat and pulls it down.
So yeah, happy we got you the hat.
I don't know if that would help.
It'll
Disguising me. Would you say?
It'll grow with you if you get bigger. Planted it so it stays off, and you can't get it. I'll release you once we're done.
Little Campa makes direct eye contact with Rasai and just goes, I despise you.
Good.
Yeah, I think Makoto gives like a good.
Oh, that's well.
It looks
I-
cute.
Yeah, I do think they'll be able to sense, though, that.
I think we lost our element of surprise here. I say it directly at you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But honestly, they know now that we're investigating sources of the Fel, so
Maybe this was the intent from the beginning.
I don't know that we'll ever have the element of surprise, really. Not with this particular move. If we go through to the other side and psych them out, I think that might surprise them.
Like erupt from the earth below.
Yeah.
Just tears in
No,
the
I meant go
kingdom,
through the guys. Just be like, go to the guys and be like, what up, bitches? Yeah.
We're here at level 3, let's go.
Yeah. Well,
is there any merit in trying to lure them up somehow? We don't have anything they want, though.
Well,
that they
it
know.
looks at Campa like. I mean,
Campa raises a paw.
yeah.
I would rather
Nico's
not
rubbing off on him.
lure them out here because that would be closer to the town. If we keep them inside there, any damage they cause remains confined to their mine.
Right.
Yeah.
we could just crash the mine.
I think
I mean, no, that sounds abrasive. Go ahead.
to work together, teamwork, focus on the healing aspect because that seems to really work. Teamwork.
Wow. So proud.
Friendship is magic.
Yeah.
Crash the mine. Yeah.
I don't know if that's
Oh,
gonna work with
well,
this particular person. We might just really need to be ready for a fight, and a tough one.
we know that the rocks are something that fell from the sky and we have divine magic. Maybe we can utilize that somehow?
So hit the mine with another mine?
No, like
Oh.
I didn't mean that. I meant like tap into it. Wow, we don't have to destroy everything, especially when we're in the mine.
Got it.
And that mine is their
probably-
Yeah,
livelihood. So
I
I
can
feel like
really
we
only
need
take
to.
one person underground with me, so just as a head, like I
Yeah,
can't.
yeah. We need to make sure they can come back here.
As you
Right.
guys are having this conversation,
Yeah.
that figure begins to finally make its presence known. The one that has been shambling towards you guys this entire time since your
Rude.
vision.
What?
Yeah,
Okay.
love to
It
see
emerges
it.
from the darkness, finally into
But look-
view. You only saw it in your vision, but now you all start to see this movement in the darkness before you. As a human holding his arm, limping out with his headlight blinking, begins to cry out
Oh.
in pain.
By the way, we know they are dead, correct?
You were told that there were dead bodies.
Okay,
Yeah.
just
And this one emerged from a fleshy moon, so
Well, and we can't heal this one essentially, right?
No.
Like we're destroying this. Okay.
Yeah.
Damn it, Makoto, why are you like this? Makoto definitely just immediately starts walking forward and in like 2 steps transforms.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And I
She's
will
definitely
remind.
getting in front of people. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. Nobody else has seen this, but because of Nico's sight and roll, you did see that there are very thin strings of fell attached to it, puppeteering it. So it's not like these bodies are fell infested per se,
But
just
being
being
moved by.
controlled.
Yeah, necromantic.
It's
some
like
type
the
of thing.
fungi that gets into the ant and makes it start moving around.
Yep.
Yeah, gets to the top part.
Yeah.
And as you step forward, and that is where we are going to end today's session.
Yeehaw!
Yeehaw!
Going for the big girl.
Rootin' tootin'.
I adore all of you. Thank you guys for listening in. As always, look forward to next session. There will be a lot of body horror. It's going to be so fun. Yay! The good news is I'm not great with my descriptions, so if you're squeamish, you don't have to worry too much. If you're really squeamish, maybe sit out. But let's do some introductions. So, I am Ultramirage. I'm an artist and a professional GM on Start Playing. I currently have a handful of games that still have a few available seats. So, if you're interested, especially in my most recent obsession, my new Legend of Zelda setting, I have a Friday and Saturday game, so let me know. Otherwise, I think that's about all I have going on at the moment that I can talk about. Teehee. So, Torin.
Hello, everyone. I am Torin, or Torin Talks Creativity. My pronouns she, they. I've been playing Makoto Shana, whose pronouns are she, her. As far as me, I am a digital artist and voice actor, and I have been in numerous games. We just ended one this past Sunday, and all the episodes will be up on YouTube, I'm sure, soon. All Templars are Bastards. It's really good and incredibly emotional. You should definitely watch it. Very good story. Otherwise, I have a game tomorrow that is called Blood and Lyrium on the Transmissions. Please go see it. It's also wonderful. Dragon Age game and just chaos. And I play a little pill bug of a rogue who I love very much. And you'll hear more about it, I promise. Otherwise, most of my games are calming down at the moment, so I'm focused on my own personal projects, which you can find on Twitch at Torrent Talks Creativity, a few series, gaming series, and voice acting things. So yeah, thank you.
Hell yeah. All right. Kate.
Hi, I'm Kate. Also Kate Orange Sky 11 on most things. And I've been playing Cersei. I don't have anything else going on at the moment. I'm just very excited for next week, and I've been having a lot of fun.
Let's see if you're still having fun next week. I mean, Hamalu.
Oh, ominous. Hi everybody. I'm Emma, or Hamlet on the internet. I was running the All Temples Are Bastards game. So yeah, it'll be up on YouTube, that finale. I made Torin cry again, and I'm also the GM for Blood and Lyrium Transmission Tuesdays, y'all. Am I gonna make Torin cry in that game as much as I did with All Temples Are Bastards? I sure hope so. And you can also hear me on our little Transmission Tuesdays, thanks Kate for the term, where we are playing Black Teeth, which is our using the liminal system for a folk horror game set in northern Wales in the 70s, and I play a little gutter witch, and she's a cute little bean. And that's all at the moment. Everything else is kind of off stream.
Jill.
Howdy, y'all. I'm Jill, also known as Ghosty JK. I have been playing Rasai, and you can find me here on Mondays, on Tuesdays, also at the Transmissions Tuesdays. I am in both the Blood and Lyrium stream, and you can hear me in the Black Teeth podcast, where I play Rachel Marcus, who is a part of a religious secret organization, and it's fine. You're weird about that.
Never anything weird about that.
Oh.
No. Lovely. And of course, before we go, some announcements. Wednesday, we have Roll for Luck, a bi-weekly game at 8 p.m. Eastern. Join our long-running anchor show for the sapphic homebrew world of ML Garth with Girls Run These Worlds founder Ryu as the dungeon mistress of Roll for Luck. Sparked. I can, in fact, read, believe it or not. And Thursday, Rust, 2 p.m. Eastern. An epic post-apocalyptic game where each player runs a faction at the end of the world, attempting to leave something better for whoever comes after, with GM Ella. How exciting. So, with that, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next week for some fun in the mines. Tee-hee.
Also, we miss you, Jill. Come back. Okay. Or not Jill. I'm so sorry. Julia. Freaking J names. Also, we miss Jill. Jill, come back.
Jill.
Jill, come
Julia.
back. Jill, come back. I'm done.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.